Fam, what's good? This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. You know, all that good stuff. Back with another good one. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing. We almost at 25,000 subscribers, so, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, appreciate everybody. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Even though some of this stuff do be facts and do be the truth. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get it going.
Fam over.
Peace. I know y'all been seeing all that stuff been going on in China. What's up, shit, Pooh? What's up, everybody? What's good, Car says? What's up, fam?
A tsunami wave hit parts of Japan on New Year's Day following a 7.6 magnitude earthquake. The wave measured 1.2 meters and was seen swelling over coastal areas of Ishikawa Prefecture.
Hey, while we watching this stuff, you know what I'm saying? First of all, salute to everybody in here. Appreciate everybody. Peace and blessings to everybody. Do y'all think like some of this stuff that's going, this stuff is current right now? This stuff just happened like I think a few days ago, like New Year's and all this type of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? And prayers up to anybody who lost all the ones that lost their lives and you know that's affected by this. But do y'all think they using a machine over there to create these disasters and everything that's going on over there? Or what y'all think going on over there?
Footage shows heavy damage in areas that were hard hit by the earthquake and boats that were lifted out of the water. At least 48 people are confirmed to have been killed by the quake, with authorities warning that more tremors are likely. This was the first major tsunami warning issued in Japan since 2000.
2K Jordan Rover
when a
was
massive
good.
Tsunami killed over 18,000 people.
So if you guys watched my first video, I pointed out this very bizarre grid pattern of seismic activity on La Palma. And we got a lot of comments saying that this was a normal thing, or this is just where the seismographs were placed. So I examined all the other seismic activity around the globe. Guess what I didn't find anywhere in any of the areas of high concentration of earthquakes? That's right. No grids. No grids here. Let's see. Alaska's having a lot of earthquakes. Let's go check up there. Oh, grids. No grids. This is so common, right? No, it's not common. I can't convince you guys to wake up, but you should for your own good.
Right. I swear we are, Nudie.
We have now started 2024, and it was supposed to start off great. The very first day, what happened? We had a huge earthquake, very big. We had all kinds of aftershocks yesterday, and even this morning, we're feeling aftershocks still. This has been a really bad start of the year. And then 2 days ago, the Japan Airlines plane crash right into the Coast Guard plane. The Coast Guard plane wasn't even supposed to be on the airstrip. What is that about? They should be more cautious. And then yesterday, or last night should I say, there's a stabbing right down the street from me in Akihabara. Some girl gets on the train, starts stabbing guys in the back and in the neck and all of this. For no reason. She's in her early 20s. And then, to top that off, down in Kitakyushu, there's a huge fire in the very first shopping district after the World War. This is really bad.
It seems like we're starting to see a lot of more plane crashes too, man. I hate to see, cause I be like, I don't know, I be feeling funny now when I be flying now and everything. So I don't know, man. What? On live TV?
Flames erupted from a Japan Airlines plane after it collided with another aircraft, bringing earthquake relief. Cameras at Tokyo's Haneda Airport caught the moment the plane landed and the fireball that erupted. A trail of smoke and fire followed as the plane continued down the runway. JAL Flight 516 was returning to Tokyo from the northern Japanese
Salute
city
to
of
Jerome.
Sapporo. Officials say the passenger plane struck a Coast Guard aircraft on its way
Right,
to the western side of Japan, where an earthquake has caused widespread damage, and there are
Japan
almost
going
50
through it right
confirmed
now, y'all.
deaths.
I mean, we going through it too, but Japan, god dang, they started off the year rough.
Passenger video shows smoke filling the cabin as orange flames could be seen outside the plane's oval windows. Firefighters worked through the night to extinguish the flames. As horrific as the fire looks, everyone on the Japan Airlines plane got off safely. Authorities
Thank
say
God,
all
that's good.
367 passengers and 12 crew members escaped the passenger plane, though 17 were injured. Japan's transport minister says 5 of the 6 crew members on the Coast Guard plane died and that the pilot is in critical condition. For Inside Edition,
We're talking HARP today?
I understand why people would get all nuts about this project.
Now we finna start watching these videos about this, all this weather manipulation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because do y'all think that's what's going on right now with Japan having all those, you know, events going on right now all of a sudden? Are they using a machine over there too?
Stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. It's a U.S. government funded project. It was built in 1993. It was a joint venture to create this area between the United States Air Force, United States Navy, DARPA, and University of Alaska Fairbanks. People say it can control the weather. People say that it can be used for like mind control. The president of Venezuela, he blamed the earthquake in Haiti. He blamed HARP for that. They can make flights crash or disappear, and it allegedly.
Did y'all just hear that? Did you just hear what he just said? You can make flights crash, or you can make planes disappear. Do y'all know? Like we just watched. Like that's what I'm saying. Then I did some videos not too long ago of that flight. That disappeared, that Malaysian flight. Looked like some aliens or something made it warp or go somewhere or something. I don't know what happened, but y'all heard him. Like, it's crazy. Make sure y'all like the video. I appreciate everybody in the room. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. FamOverTV, I love all y'all. Peace. I ain't going nowhere.
Set the atmosphere like on fire. They're basically the science fiction arm of the Department of Defense.
Y'all heard him.
Top secret CIA Weather Control Division, Dick speaking. I mean pizza store! Oh, it's you, Stan. What kind of favor?
He said that was a cap video. That looks scary right there.
It can turn a hurricane up or down.
How do they know? What the fuck is that? Man, what is that right there? What was that?
Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And as it turns out, the cleanest.
Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water
Man, look
vapor.
at that.
And in about an hour's time,
Look, they generate that cloud. That's the same clouds I be seeing, y'all. I swear, man. They been doing this type of shit, but you know what? I wouldn't even be tripping about them having no weather control, nothing. If they was using it, you know, for the right things, like instead of creating disasters to like take over some shit or something. But if they was using it like so we can grow our crops better, or we needed some rain, or you know, it'd be dry out here in Vegas, we might need some rain every once in a while, or like they be making it rain over in Dubai when they want to, and like, you know what I'm saying? But far as like all this other stuff,
someone in Mississippi is going
I
to
don't
get
know what
wet
they be
washing.
on.
It will actually rain.
I keep hearing they trying to hide the sun. They don't want us to get none of the sun, y'all.
That's unbelievable. Oh, NASA's playing God. It's making its own weather.
The government can literally control the weather. I've heard about this. During the Vietnam War, the CIA would seed the clouds in the monsoon season to make it rain even harder and more.
That in itself is just crazy.
Yeah. So think about that. They literally have ways of controlling the weather. Bro, they're playing God. Dog, that's scary to think about, though, that somebody has that much power to do such a thing. The government can control the weather, but we laugh when we say that pigeons are cameras.
Right. They might be, but listen, life is always innovating, so we always gonna be getting to another level in the world with technology and everything. Eventually, they was gonna start messing with the weather. Eventually, but they started already, and I just feel like it is scary. But since they got it and we know they got it, I mean, at least we try to make them use it for the right thing. Like, we can't stop it, but it's proven. Y'all see this, man? It's crazy. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. I appreciate everybody in here. He said, yeah, Orlando used to be sunny all day. Now it's like afternoon for hours. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
Controversial, perhaps. Cloud seeding is something that I studied in school for meteorology, weather modification. Back when I went to school, it was like, I've poo-pooed a little bit. It was too expensive, it's not efficient enough. Well, guess what? When you get desperate and then technology gets better, 20 years later, here we are. Cloud seeding is ramping up so big. You see me there showing that flare on the plane. They send silver iodide into the clouds, and then it makes it snow more. So they can't make a cloud, right? But they're taking storms that are already there and then giving it a little boost. So that part's not new. What's new is they have hundreds of these ground cloud seeders. So they're actually puffing the silver iodide with a flare. And you see, I think I have a picture of the actual ground cloud seeder into the air. That thing sits all over the Rocky Mountains, all over the American West. 10 states are doing this. And I wanted to tell the story because my friend Russ is the state climatologist of Colorado. And he said, you've got to see what's happening with cloud seeding. It is huge, and it's only getting bigger by next year.
And we know that things can change. We saw it during the pandemic. There was, you know, the waterways in Venice cleared up.
That's right.
We saw what can happen when we're much better respectful.
Salute, fam. Salute.
I go in.
Packing these. What? Or is that just 3 openings in the clouds and the sun behind all that? Look like 3 suns to
A
me.
billionaire friend of mine,
That's
who's a
crazy.
legitimate billionaire, told me that it's entirely possible that some of these guys are trillionaires. Some of these Middle Eastern guys. He's like, you've never seen wealth like this. It's insane. Do you know in the United Arab Emirates, they make it rain every week? Once a week, they make it rain.
I mean,
they seed the clouds.
Really?
And make it rain. Yeah, because they're in the desert. And they're like, I don't like this. I like it to rain. So they fucking put all that shit that they have to put into the sky to make it rain, which they've been doing forever, cloud seeding, but insanely expensive. But they do it once a week.
So
52 times a year it rains there.
Damn.
Scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS
Scientists.
Yeah, I heard her. She said lasers, and this was like an old little news report right there. So, and then we just did a video talking about how maybe some of these lasers is causing fires and doing like the crazy stuff and the Hawaii shit. Man, I don't want to believe it, but it's like, how can we not?
In Dubai can now literally modify their weather. This technology could change the world as we know it. In July of 2021, the United Arab Emirates National Center of Meteorology released a video showing a rainstorm that had been created using weather-modifying technology. How did they make it rain in the desert, you might ask?
Salute, fam, salute.
Used high-powered
San
lasers
Diego.
and other advanced technology that were mounted to drones to make the rain fall from the desert sky. It should.
What if I told you black people control the weather on this planet, and if we never wake up, this planet will never be in peace? Would you believe me? Everything in the physical world comes from the spiritual world. Everything that's physical have a spiritual meaning. You can take time out and pause this to understand what a hurricane really is. Our ancestors knew that hurricanes was actually the spiritual form of the black slave or the black woman that was thrown over the ship. Tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, all these storms that is taking place is nothing but anger coming from the spiritual world because the so-called black people are not in control no more. When black people went into slavery, it wasn't just a mental prison, it was a spiritual prison because everything is off balance right now. There is a divine order to everything in the universe. There are millions of different planets. And on these planets, there are certain people that's supposed to control these planets to make sure everything stays in order. So when things are not in order, we get chaos. We get the tsunamis, the hurricanes, the earthquakes, the storms. We actually control the weather with our energy. If you go into the oceans, you will notice that all kind of fish will come to you because they are missing our guidance. But anytime there's a major storm or it get real hot or the ice walls start melting, they say it's climate change. No, it's not climate change. It's that we are not controlling the weather no more because we forgot that we actually control the weather. I can't even say it's hidden in plain sight because they put it right in front of your face. We actually control the lightning. Hollywood told us we control the lightning. They're doing this for a reason. It's a repetitive system of letting us know that who we truly are. Where do you think Hollywood get these ideas from of black people controlling the lightning? You think they just made it up? Even if you go back and watch Captain Planet, it lets you know that black people actually control the earth. This is why they gave the black character in Captain Planet the green ring. That is the earth or the heart. Black people have.
Man, he went and connected some shit with this. Like, he went and
been trying to escape this mental prison or the spiritual prison forever. Even back in slavery, we were using cornrows to escape the trap. We've been in this battle for a long time and the world will always be chaotic until we wake back up.
Now, I believe something about our hair and like definitely I read up on some stuff and everything about how they used to do things with their hair with the cornrows back in those times and everything. But I definitely just think something is some spiritual going on and something with our hair. So that's why I'm growing mine. Before I get too old, can't grow it no more. Make sure y'all like the video, man. I appreciate everybody in here. Let's keep it going.
The government makes snow.
Add water to sodium polyacrylate.
Damn.
HARP, High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
It is a field of antennas on the ground in southeastern Alaska, so linked together as to work as one giant antenna. It's 360 antennas. Each can generate 10,000 watts.
Eat their hair. That's what it's called,
3.6
CT.
million watts collectively. The largest legal AM radio station in the U.S. is only 50,000 watts. But they're not broadcasting out. They're broadcasting up.
When HARP is fired up, all those antennas shoot powerful radio waves into the ionosphere, the uppermost part of the
I'm gonna look
atmosphere.
into it some more.
They literally heat it. They create irregularities that allow the ionosphere to bounce powerful radio signals back to Earth. Officially, it's only in the research stage.
Is that the firmament they talking about, or is it like a, I mean, electromagnetic field around us? Is they like what are they talking about? Is that the firmament they talking about, or what's up, y'all?
Officially.
To what purpose do they say they're doing that for? So they can communicate with deeply submerged submarines, and they could use this to locate, monitor enemy underground bases for the manufacture and launch of weapons of mass destruction.
Big oil companies developed the HARP technology. But when the U.S. government realized its wider potential, it bought up all the plans. By the time work began in 1993, HARP was in the hands of the military. Jerry Smith says those hands turned the tool into a weapon.
The HARP array seems to be based on a set of patents for a ground-based Star Wars weapon system. Now, it may be good to have Ronald Reagan's shield.
Destroy incoming missiles and things of that nature if they're fired at us.
Exactly. This same set of patents also describes how it could be used to manipulate the weather over North America.
HARP is a large antenna where we beam radio frequency energy up into the upper atmosphere, and we create on a small scale what the sun normally does.
One flare like this has billions and billions of potential sites for that water to congregate around. We'll launch them in sequences. We watch the radar to see when bands of the highest concentration of liquid water are passing above us in the clouds, and we try to target.
I mean, I guess it ain't no secret. Shit. I mean, it's machines out here. Like, so I guess it's not no secret, right? Like, it's machines. It's a machine right there we looking at. They got the machines. They ain't trying to hide it or nothing.
Target those high concentration pockets in the storm systems. We'll launch between 3.
But that ain't the machines that the big people, the big boys using. You feel me?
And 20 flares for a typical storm. Once the flare is lit, it takes a little bit of time to carry up into the clouds, and once it's up at the proper elevation, it'll take about 20 minutes to mitigate the rain or the snow process. So overall, you're probably looking at about 40 to 45 minutes before you're seeing the maximum result.
Wow.
And that's why we're stationed miles away from our target area. So we have very specific targets that drain directly into major water basins, and we time these events correlate with rain above those intended targets.
High
frequency active auroral research program.
Damn. Crazy, y'all. Appreciate it, Photo Metro. Appreciate it. Man, you mean to tell me that's all hard work right there? All that stuff. Like this whole time, my whole life, I've been thinking it's just all been crazy, just natural and everything. But man, now I'm starting to think we was manipulated that way too, y'all. It's crazy, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to Charleston, South Carolina. Amanda, what's up with you, Amanda? Appreciate you tapping in. Salute to Angela tapping in. Happy New Year to everybody. Weather control is real, y'all. They ain't even trying to hide it, you feel me? So it ain't even a secret no more. Oh, you know what? Elite Legends. I remember that happening. I remember when like all those birds died and all those fish was dying and everything. You think that was like from the heart machine that caused that? You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's keep it going, y'all. I got some more too.
Another example is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do. An SAI program could limit global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures and providing the world economy additional time to transition from fossil fuels.
You think cell towers messing with the weather
also
too?
relatively inexpensive. The National Research Council estimates that a fully deployed SAI program would cost about $10 billion yearly. As promising as it may be, moving forward on SAI would also raise a number of challenges for our government and for the international community.
He said this
On the
demon.
technical side, greenhouse gas emission reductions would still have to accompany SAI to address other climate change effects, such as ocean acidification, because SAI alone would not remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. On the geopolitical side, the technology's potential to alter weather patterns and benefit certain regions of the world at the expense of other regions could trigger sharp opposition by some nations.
Wow.
Others might seize on SAI's benefits and back away from their commitment to carbon dioxide reductions. And as with other breakthrough technologies, global norms and standards are lacking to guide the deployment and implementation of SAI and other geoengineering.
Man, is just so much proof and everything out here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody tapping in. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. But even though y'all know it's a lot of facts and a lot of these videos and everything, man. It's crazy, man. Like they manipulating the weather in the worst way though. It ain't like they like trying to help us or nothing like that. They just trying to just control us every way they can, y'all.
The U.S. government was experimenting with a new breed of...
Hold on, let me play this one first.
They is blowing out snow. They is fucking blowing out snow.
Hold on. Salute to Myrtle Beach in the house too, man, for sure. Hey, but look, that right there, I didn't seen that before. That like just I didn't seen snow machines. They blow out snow at the at like ski resorts and all that type of stuff. So I mean, like that something weird or
They are blowing
now let us know they can create snow though.
out fucking snow. Y'all, look at this shit. They is blowing out snow. Look at the snow machines.
Oh, but they just blowing it out. Maybe that's like a, I don't know, maybe.
And then they try to do it this late because they didn't think people was gonna be out here.
The weather machine developed by 2075 was intended to end natural disasters. However, it became a geopolitical tool with countries manipulating weather patterns to exert power. This led to ecological disasters as unnatural weather patterns disrupted ecosystems. Global agriculture suffered, causing famines and economic crises. International conflicts over the control of the machine escalated, leading to a treaty that banned its use, leaving a world to recover from the environmental and political chaos it caused.
A lot of us don't even know that the winter solstice is some of the most powerful energy cycles on the planet. That's the time we're supposed to be taking all that extra energy to further charge up. But to keep us away from that energy, every year since they invaded, they created something called winter with their weather-making machines that create these clouds that block out our sun to keep us from the connection to our direct food source, which is the sun. We are carbon-based beings. We don't need meat. We are electrical beings. We need photons, photon energy, my people. So these human beings, when they conquered us, they had to lie to us and tell us we was African Americans and Latinos and make us think we the reason. All right, they gave us the gun to shoot each other with after putting spells on top of us, though. Spells. All our real history was taken from us and called voodoo and witchcraft and hoodoo. This sun is killing these human beings. It's killing them. And if you're a human being watching this means you're either a Caucasian, an Asian, a Dravidian, a Mexican, or Arab. I'm not against y'all, but I'm telling y'all facts. The sun is killing y'all. And even y'all own people not gonna tell y'all. All right? They not telling y'all. Right? But the sun is really killing y'all, okay? Because y'all are not supposed to be on this planet, and Mother Gaia was tired of y'all living like the parasites y'all have been on this planet since y'all landed, or since your ancestors landed, okay? When your ancestors landed, they invaded the planet and stole it from our ancestors, okay? And
right.
Since they landed, they have
I don't know.
Right? There's not been no love for animals, no love for the trees, no love for the natural life. Human beings have completely, along with their reptilian, draconian allies, destroyed this planet. Okay? And the reason they destroyed this planet, my people, is imperative that we understand that they are against nature.
Thanks. I don't know, about all, if it's all facts or whatever you're telling the truth on all that. I don't know. I just seen some videos on Rashad Jamal. I know he's locked up. Free that man. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to see nobody locked up. But anyway, he said a lot of stuff about I guess black people we not human, we extraterrestrial, we got powers and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like if we did have some powers, somebody should have been tapped in by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody would have been tapped in to some powers and everything. I heard the story about Simeon Tokyo over there and everything. I did the video on him, so I know there's some people out here that got some crazy stuff going on with some powers and everything, but I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. We wasn't never taught nothing. Everything's just been thrown at us in different angles. We don't know what the truth is, y'all. So
Silver iodide is light enough to get sucked upwards into the clouds, where their crystalline structure tricks the water droplets into freezing around them, creating ice. Ice, which is heavy enough to fall to the ground, melting on the way down. Voila. Oh my god. Cannot believe that I'm up here, manipulating clouds.
Where's all my haters at?
that's crazy. Nah. They putting it right. I mean,
high-altitude electronic technology was significantly altering the Alaskan airspace. The experiments continue to this day, and critics are warning that this project could have global effects that will destroy our planet. In Alaska, the rugged, pristine wilderness is timeless, most of it remaining just as it has for thousands of years. In the midst of all this natural
ain't nobody
beauty,
been to the
just
moon,
outside
man.
the small town of Gakona, stands an enormous and seemingly harmless antenna farm. It is a $100 million Air Force project known as HARP, and critics of the soon-to-be completed facility charge it just may turn out to be the ultimate doomsday machine.
It's got all the marks of Dr. Strangelove on it.
HARP is an acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. According to program manager John Hesher, HARP is a research facility designed to study the ionosphere.
All the military have communication.
You know what? Y'all know what happened with HARP? I think what happened with HARP is some people came together, you know what I'm saying? Some scientists like this guy or whoever, and a couple people that came together and they figured out how to do some stuff like, hey, we can create a tornado, or we can make it rain, or we can do this or whatever. And once they start proving that, yeah, they can really do it, I think the government and the military, whatever, you know, I think that's when they came like, man, fuck that. We need that. We taking that. And they took it. And then from there, they just been building onto it and just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And they just been doing more and more things. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. You feel me? Appreciate everybody in here. Make sure you like the video, man. Let's keep it going.
Communications, surveillance, navigation systems whose paths either traverse the ionosphere or reflect from it. And so we need to be very careful about what we know about it and how we study it. What we're interested in is what is the effect of a large input of energy on the ionosphere.
The ionosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It is part of an electromagnetic field that keeps out harmful solar and cosmic radiation. One visible effect of the sun's rays hitting the ionosphere is the aurora borealis, known as the northern lights. The ionosphere also plays a vital role in worldwide radio communication.
The first transmission of radio waves across the ocean were quite a surprise when it was first done. People thought there'd be no chance to transmit the signals across the ocean by wireless. And in fact, what the ionosphere does is act like a mirror. And so you transmit a signal and it bounces off the ionosphere, then it bounces off the Earth.
When HARP is fully operational, it will transmit extremely powerful blasts of high-frequency radio waves directly up into the atmosphere, superheating the electrons that make up the ionosphere. This will cause them to disperse, effectively punching a hole in the ionosphere.
But after you turn the instrument off, this thing kind of moves around and it gets replenished. And within a few minutes, it's back to where you can't even detect that there's a hole anymore.
The Air Force says that manipulating the ionosphere and studying the effect will allow them to improve the efficiency of communications, navigation, and surveillance systems. But researchers outside the military see HARP as a high-tech weapon with global implications.
The way I see HARP as it is right now, it is a premier, top-notch, high-energy radio physics experiment. And has definite...
Yeah. So the ionosphere, that's what I was just saying when they were just talking about that electric field sphere, wherever they said that they say that's around us. Talking about they was using that to help manipulate the weather as well. Is that the firmament that they talking about? The dome? You know what I'm saying? Like what are they talking about, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody in here. Make sure y'all like the video. Hey, this is interesting. For real. Very interesting.
Military applications.
Journalist Mark Farmer lives in Alaska and has written about the potential impact of HARP for both Jane's Defense Weekly and Popular Science magazine. He believes that HARP will be used to take giant X-rays of Earth.
Earth penetration sonography is a technique using extremely low-frequency radio waves. Today in geophysical probing, scientists will use explosives or a machine that thumps the ground to produce these waves, but HARP will stimulate the auroral electrojet to make an antenna thousands of miles long that will emit these ELF waves.
Farmers' research indicates that the extremely low-frequency waves would be capable of penetrating several kilometers into the Earth, ferreting out nuclear storage facilities and other underground military installations.
This is producing surveillance systems able to detect stealthy cruise missiles and aircraft. These are systems that will enable us to communicate at higher data rates and at greater distances with our ballistic missile submarines.
While the Air Force insists HARP is not an offensive weapon and is necessary for continuing national security, Alaska native Nick Begich proposes a different scenario in this new book.
The things that we found in other Air Force documents, one in particular was a document put together in '82. The document was called Low Intensity Conflict in Modern.
It's crazy because, like I said, it ain't a secret no more. Everybody know. Well, I don't know if everybody know. I might mention this to some people, and they might be like, "What is you talking about?" Everybody don't know about the HARP weather machine. And then a lot of people, I say that too. Some people think I'm crazy. Like, yeah, right, man. They don't. Unless you do your own research and everything, you wouldn't know. But after seeing all these videos and seeing these interviews and these people talking from back in the day, and then being in the chat, seeing y'all in the military talking, that was in the military and say little things and everything, man, I know that it's real. And it's like, it's just mind blowing to me, man. What y'all think, man? Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure you comment.
Technology with a foreword by none other than Newt Gingrich. One section spoke about using radio frequency radiation transmitters for disrupting human thinking, for basically debilitating troops invisibly by being able to bombard them with radio frequency that was tuned to just the right frequency, in just the right waveform, so as to totally disrupt their mental process and basically debilitate those troops.
Because of HARP's potential to disrupt the Earth's magnetic field, many observers are concerned that it will damage the biomagnetic sensors that migratory animals like salmon and birds depend upon.
Anything that HARP can do to the magnetic field is orders of magnitude smaller than the natural variations of the Earth's field. So I would have to say, no, there's nothing we can do to affect the salmon.
Right.
But what generates the most concern by far is HARP's ability to tamper with and punch holes in the ionosphere.
The thing that one of the Air Force documents points out is that they want to use this heater to create enough energy in the ionosphere to get a runaway effect up to the next stabilizing level, whatever that might be.
It's precisely whatever that might be that worries Dr. Patrick Flanagan, a physicist who believes the ionosphere is extremely fragile.
The ionosphere is a chaotic system that is on the edge of instability. So the trigger point for HARP would be that energy and that frequency which throws the ionosphere into chaos. In other words, it would be that point which throws it over the edge.
That's a good question right there. Let me stop you right there for a second, y'all. It ain't too much more anyway. He say, let me ask y'all in here, do you guys know at least one or two people who think like you do? Like I got like a homie, you know what I'm saying, that think like me, like one person, you know what I'm saying? But too many of my friends and everything, I don't even talk to them about these topics, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from where I come from, you know, so I don't even bring this up to them. If they catch the live and they see it or something, then hey, it's cool. But I don't be wanting to put this stuff on the people. Like I told my mama, I always be telling my mama stuff all the time, and she be treating me the same way. She's very spiritual lady, you know what I'm saying? She loves Jesus and everything, but I tell her about the HARP. Like, Mom, you know they messing with the weather and shit. Like, you know they can do tornadoes and everything. And she like, yeah, I know, yeah, I'm sure they can and everything, but she don't really grasp it and believe me. You feel me? She think she just, you know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all like the video, man. I appreciate everybody in here.
For example, it is believed that a hole in the Earth's ozone layer has caused an increase in infrared radiation, contributing to the melting of the polar ice caps and forcing New Zealand children to wear protective clothing to school. Flanagan and others believe the potential danger from a hole in the ionosphere is much greater.
It could create a change in.
Listen, he said we never had bad weather on base. They probably made it like that, so y'all can always do what y'all need to do.
Ionospheric shield that protects us from cosmic radiation. We're worried about the ozone layer. The ozone layer is nothing compared to what HAARP could do. You know, we're worried about ultraviolet light. That's just a very harmless ray compared to some of those energy streams or particles that are coming from outer space that are being deflected by this natural shield around the Earth. And this is what HAARP wants to play with.
Critics worry that HAARP has been placed in the hands of too few, and that international debate is necessary to fully explore all the potential dangers that this project may soon unleash, a proposal in which the Air Force has shown little interest to date.
Once we open this box, and it is a veritable Pandora's box, we're not going to be able to close it. And of course, once you acquire a technology, you want bigger and better aspects of it. And then we come into the questions of whether or not, if we go big, if we go better, if we're going to cause damage to our planet.
Proponents of HAARP insist the danger has been grossly exaggerated. The project continues to move forward as scheduled.
And this was back in the day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, like, that's exactly what happened. They already was doing it, and then they took it to a whole nother level. And now they just went crazy with it. They, man, I feel like they even said, like, Hurricane Katrina. Like, they feel like everybody was saying, like, that was man-made and everything. I definitely believe they messing with the weather for sure, doing some crazy stuff, man. But I just bring these videos to just bring awareness to everybody, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can watch it, check it out, and tell somebody you know or something, let them know. Maybe it'll spread a little bit, and hey, we'll keep on growing like that. But it's very interesting, man. Y'all can join the Discord. I put the link in the description. Appreciate everybody who tapped in today. Much love to everybody, man. Happy 2024 again. Happy New Year. Appreciate everybody. My moderators in here. Everybody who tapped in from all over. I love all of y'all, man. FamOverTV. I'll see y'all soon, very soon. Peace.
Fam over.